So here we have the whole trim removed. Now there's a little screw inside there. You have one screw there, one screw there, one screw there. You have one at the bottom, another one at the bottom, another one at the bottom. So you have a total of 7 screws. And yeah, you got to fiddle a little bit. It's difficult with doing it one hand. That's why I didn't film it. But yeah, you got to pry it a little bit, and then it will all just come out. And if I'm not mistaken, this will be our little actuator here with this vent flap. So I'll turn it on and see if that's the one. Okay, so here's the little actuator. There's another little actuator living up behind there. I'm fairly certain this is the one. So to remove it, you just remove 2 little plastic bolts from up here. This is the control unit. You remove the control unit, you get more access. You pop off these clips down the bottom, remove the connector, and there's no screws, which is really handy. And you just pull this little bastard out. Here it is here. And as you can see, this is the, I think it's the outside air in the cabin air to either recirculate the air or to allow fresh air from outside. As you can see, here's another gear, and there's another actuator living buried in there. I really hope it's not that one, but oh, we'll have a look. I'll open this up and have a look at the gears and see what's going on. As you can see, this is the inside of the little actuator. So you have the position sensor and the motor, and if you look very closely, if this thing's gonna zoom in, the cogs are quite worn out. And actually looks like it's dropped, which makes it skip a beat. So yeah, looks like we're going to need a new one of this. We could jimmy something up and maybe stick something behind the axle there, just to prop it up and make it come into closer contact with those gears, and that probably fix the problem for a little bit. So yeah, as you can see, there's actually a part where this gear is a lot more worn, and I imagine that's where, you know, it gets stuck and makes that horrible noise. But we might be able to just like rotate it, because this thing only does like a quarter turn. Well, maybe it'll work, maybe not. I think this actually rotates a lot more, but it might be worth a try just to flip the gear around. There's still another option of putting, so the gear sits in this little groove here. It's just to prop that up so it has a closer contact with the gear on the motor, and that might allow it to come in contact and work for, you know, I don't know, a couple of months. Okay, so what I've done is I've put little strips of aluminium tape into that groove, and as you can see now, there's no gap between the 2 gears, so that'll work. Who knows how long. Okay, we've got the little actuator back inside. Just gonna get the keys, put it in the car, AC on. Okay. Now that's on now. Hit the So yeah, what I found with this little actuator is that the motor's just too weak. Putting pressure on it when it's all closed up, it just stops it. So looks like I'm gonna have to get a new one. And for the left-hand one, well, yeah, I'm just first of all, I don't even know where it is, so I'm gonna have to find where it lives. I see there's one down there. I can only assume that's the right, and the left is probably on the opposite side. Okay, if I'm back playing around with this thing, if I just move the temperature control to the left-hand side. So if we go warm now, warm there, you can see it start moving. That's great. So you have the reference temperature at 22, that's for cold, and the warm is 229. So we go with the max, and the motor should drive all the way there, which it does. Go all the way back down to cold, and the motor moves. So I'm happy that that motor is moving, maybe a little bit intermittent, but it's moving. And this is 13, this is the right. Right, we should see the same. Yep, there it goes. Back down. Okay, so really our issue is that bastard. So you can see it moving. So there we go. Alrighty. There you go, it's working. For how long, who knows, but it's working.